Hey. Welcome.
Welcome to the Madhouse, another Monday night, September 22nd. My number that I play on my hockey team, my favorite number, 22.
22. That's our number.
Hey, Vin.
Hey, sweetheart.
How's it going?
Another Monday, another start of the week.
That's right. I think you want to give a quick shout out. We have a great show tonight.
Oh,
and
yes.
a lot to talk about.
I got to give a shout out to my brother Ralph, my mom, my dad, and all my family up in Watertown who's all together right now watching our show. I love you guys. We wish we could have been there. Mwah. Much love out to Watertown.
Love you, Watertown. Just really quickly, and I don't want to stay on a negative subject, but Vinny and I are huge football fans.
Yes.
I, a Ravens fan, Baltimore Ravens. I know, boo, hiss, all you New Yorkers.
No, we like the Ravens.
And Vinny's a New York Jets fan.
Yes.
So we both had victorious days. Oh, no,
No,
actually, no,
I
I
play
did.
tonight.
He plays tonight. They play the Bears tonight, right?
Yes.
I happened to have a victorious game yesterday, as well as the New York Giants. So to all of you fans out there, my sister Carol and Mike, I know you guys are thrilled. But a lot of stuff in the NFL.
Crazy
stuff.
stuff.
Mark Cuban, about 5-6 months ago, made a prediction about the NFL, being the big sports icon that he is, that there was going to be a huge implosion.
Right.
The NFL is getting too big. Stop moving. I like to
They
turn
put us in
my
these
seat.
swivel seats. And,
Yeah, you can't give
we're
me
back to the swivel. I'm bad, right? I know. I'm getting yelled at.
But anyway, Mark said that there's going to be eventually a huge implosion with the NFL, something to the effect that the greed that has just, expanded in that franchise, it's all about the money. And unlike college sports, right,
Yeah.
the NFL's gotten kind of big, and when the fats get too big, the hogs get slaughtered, something to that effect, Mark had said. And you know what?
When the pigs get too big, the hogs get slaughtered, something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, something.
But, I mean, he's kind of right, because there's
He
been
is
a
right.
lot.
I mean, there's a lot of just, well, it's not all about the money sometimes, too. I mean, it's crazy with the Rice thing and the hitting his wife, and there's so many, like, assault charges with guys in there, girls, and it's just getting really
Just
crazy.
a lot. Since the Super Bowl of last year, there have been 29 arrests, players from the NFL, so that's kind of crazy. And not, like I said, they don't want to talk about dysfunctional kind of stuff, but we love football, and it's in the news. And you know what? Do you know could you guess who the two top teams are that have the least offenses of arrests all time in the NFL?
I could guess. I'm going to guess Detroit Lions and my stepson's team, the Green Bay Packers.
That's right, the Green Bay Packers. The two oldest teams in the NFL have the least amount of arrests, And that says something, I guess.
Yeah,
it says that they have the least amount of arrests.
Yeah.
That's about all.
Join Detroit or the Packers and you won't get arrested.
Yeah, but we love our football, and tonight's the Jets. So hopefully, I got to come up with some kind of scheme that from now on, after every week of football,
All I'm thinking is the Jets kicker needs to score 9 points so I win my fantasy game.
Yes.
That's what I'm about tonight. I
Yeah.
got to win my fantasy game.
So once we wrap this show up, we'll be going home and watching some football.
Yes, we will.
To everybody out there, I just want to wish you guys all a great week ahead. Monday's gone, so forget it. Put it aside. It's done. Let's work our way towards Friday.
And thanks for tuning in. You guys are what makes it happen, and we really appreciate it.
That's right. Well, tonight, Vin, we got to get going because we have a lot to talk about. We have really interesting people, multi-talented.
You're swinging again.
I'm swinging. Oh, my God. I'm terrible. Nailed
My
the
wife's a
chair down.
swinger. My wife's a swinger.
So anyway, we have a man that wears a lot of hats, Tommy Clohes. We want to welcome you. You're a writer, actor, director, former boxer, which is going to lead us into the film you're currently working on. And to your right, we have Holly Gersh. Hi, Holly.
Hey,
How are
Holly.
you tonight? And you're surrounded by beautiful women, because to your left, we have Michelle Punkett, who is the lead singer from the awesome band Alice and the Mad Hatters. We welcome you guys.
And they have
tonight.
Mad Hatters.
Thanks
I'm
for having
telling
us
you.
on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Are you kidding? It's a pleasure.
It's an honor to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Thanks,
no
thank
problem.
you. It's great to have you.
I just want to say this one thing. It's great doing what we do here, and my thrill of it mostly is not only to promote local talent, but to meet so many people. I feel so fortunate that we every week come into the studio here at the Madhouse and we get to meet so many great people, so many talented people that have stories and share their craft. So we want to thank you.
Yeah, and not only you get to meet them, you get to help them out. You get to help promote them. You know, we did a serious show last week about opiates And if we help somebody out there, it's all worth it. You know what I mean? The time we put in, the time my wife puts in on promos and stuff like that. I mean, it all comes full circle. And if it helps someone, it's well worth it.
So we're going to go right to it. We're
We
gonna
got
go
so
right
much
to
to
it.
talk about. We need 2 hours, but
You, Tommy, are you have won many awards for different short films,
Right.
feature films. Can you give me a background when it started, when it all started? Because you were a boxer.
I was training for the Golden Gloves in the Gramercy gym. I was late because of a girlfriend. I had already decided to be in the film business because I had seen Taxi Driver. Who Walks In? Robert De Niro, Marty Scorsese asked me to box with Bob to see if I might be able to play the part of Gennaro, where they beat up. EP says he's 6'3", Bob's 5'10". Thank you anyway.
Yeah.
I said, well, can I still be in the film? They said, no. I said, well, can I work on the film? They said, what do you do? I said, grip on electric, because I had seen it in the credits. I had no idea. I hadn't been to film school yet. So I kept getting fired out of departments. And I ended up with the Teamsters, and then I ended up going to film school while I was boxing.
And when was that? How far back?
That was in 1980. Well, that was 1979, 78 when I first met them. So when I turned pro, it was in 1983 when I met Ed Gersh, who was not yet Holly's husband. But I had been knocked down a lot, 14 times in 47 fights. I was a 2-time Golden Gloves finalist and a PAL champion. But I got knocked down a lot. And I would get up and I'd be fine. And I would say to the ref, how you feeling? How's your family? But obviously there was something wrong. When I turned pro, I had 3 fights and I won. And then they came out with a new test, and it turns out that had I gotten hit and hit my head on the ground, I could have gone into a coma.
wow.
2 of my managers wanted to fight me under another name because I was going to, slated to make a lot of money. Ed Gersh said, no, that's it for you. You go back to film school, you make movies, and he saved my life.
Sure.
You know
30
what?
years later, I wake up, I have a dream about him. I tell my daughter, and we go and I look him up, and he'd written a book, and I said, let's make a movie, and 3 years later, we're here.
Now,
Wow.
is the film the same title as the book?
A Strong Collected Spirit is taken from a line by Virgil, who said, let he who has a strong collected spirit stand up, lace up his gloves, and stand forward.
Oh, I like
Strong
that.
collected
Oh, that's
spirit.
Strong
got
collected spirit.
that's got
Wow.
so
And
much
That's
power
what he had.
behind
His whole
Yeah.
life, he was knocked down, and he got up in boxing and in life. And then I went to go make a movie on this book. But the book was more like a documentary, and as I learned their love story, he and Holly's, I thought it would be a much more profound thing to do. So the movie is about 2 people. I took my character and split it into 2, making a movie about a man who and telling his whole life story and his wife's life story and everyone in it. Halfway through the film, as it happened in our life, he began to slip into dementia. And the film has become a very impactful piece instead of just, not that it would be, it's just become so much more profound because it's about life, about losing someone, and how they fell in love with one another, how they fell in love with Ed, and how we were losing him during at the time. And then he would bounce back, just like when he was fighting.
Wow.
He'd be back, and Holly can attest to that. He was gone, and then
And he
was
passed
there
away just very recently,
on
correct?
Father's Day. He was
Wow,
94
this
years
past
old.
Father's
Past
Day.
Father's
At what
Day.
age?
True great man, 94 years old.
94.
Is that June?
That's
That was in June?
Yeah.
June
June
15th.
June 15th.
wow. And
Wow,
he was
sorry to
he
hear
had
that.
a boxing career as well in his youth?
He was the oldest
before
living
you-
Golden Gloves boxing champion at the time.
94 years old. God
Yeah.
bless him.
That's amazing. So that man probably had so much to teach,
He
so
did.
much knowledge. That's a lifetime of.
Well, he was not only a boxer,
And a manager and promoter, but he was an educator. He had he actually was one of the founders of Wilmington University,
Really?
Wow.
and he taught at
He was
Long
the,
Island University. He
he was the dean of a boys' school on 109th Street and Lexington Avenue in the 1940s and 50s.
he
Wow.
he was in education all his life,
That's
and
amazing.
then ultimately began camps and was at one point with partners the largest private camping people in the country.
Wow. So he's contributed a lot.
Yeah.
A lot in different.
And
Different
mentored
areas. I mean,
mentored
boxing
so
to,
many.
you know,
he,
Thousands,
he
right?
mentored,
Yeah.
but he mentored certain. He had a series of of young men. Tommy was one of them who he actually mentored, and they've all come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Over the last few months, I've been getting calls and letters.
It was like a customato, right?
He was very much like that, but more refined. I've known
Wow.
Cus for a long time, and yeah, just an incredible true Renaissance man.
It was a very
And-
elegant.
and
You know
at
what?
90, you
I
wouldn't
gotta
believe
say, I
it.
gotta say, because all my family in Watertown's watching. My uncle Sully was a boxer,
Okay.
and like he was our idol. You know,
Yeah.
he was our Rocky Marciano. But I just
Takes
had
a
to,
spurt
I had to
to
throw
kinda-
that in there because they're all
To
watching.
be a fighter, you
If I
got to
don't
be a
mention
little
Uncle
nuts, though.
Sully,
You know that.
I get in trouble.
I don't blame you. You got to be. Yeah, it takes a lot to be. Unlike other sports, there's nobody else there.
You're in the
People
ring
are
by
beating
yourself.
you. They're punching you in the head for a living.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be a little nuts.
I just,
No
you know,
offense, Uncle Sully, but you know what I mean. You got to be tough.
Well, we love to watch the fights,
Yeah.
MMA and all that. And I always say to him, though, why would somebody put them through that? It just must be just a love.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you know what?
what-
You know what I mean? It's,
You've
you
gotta
have to
love-
love the
such a
sport.
rush
you
for
know.
it.
Ed,
you know, when
Ed
you're in
used to tell me that some young men have this need for physical,
Faces punched in.
no,
For the
really
physical.
physical contact, and
Like Mike Tyson.
well, like a lot of
Well, you know
young
what?
men,
Boxing
and they get
saved-
into terrible trouble
Right,
if
it
it's
saved
not
his life for a
Directed.
while.
something
directed.
That's what I'm
especially
saying.
And that's why, like, police.
Boxing saved a lot of those guys from
Absolutely.
going away for a long time. You know, what
And,
I mean?
and I have to say, that police athletic leagues all over the
Yes.
country are the ones that are
Yeah, that's
doing
a great
that
foundation.
and
definitely.
beginning, you know.
My ex-trainer, Ray Rivera, passed away recently. He was great friends with Cus. He trained Teddy Atlas and Kevin Rooney.
Wow.
And then me right after them, and then they went on to Cus, and they became great trainers. Teddy Atlas
Yeah.
still my friend working with ESPN.
Well, they were the first ones with
That's right.
with Tyson.
That's right. Ray
Did you
Rivera
go
had-
easily? Did you go easily when Ed said, "Get out of it"?
No, because
I
I was doing well. You know, I wanted to keep fighting.
You
And
started off pro when you went 3-0.
Yeah.
You
And then I had such good trainers that I didn't get beat up. I get hurt in the gym. I was fighting Hagler, Holmes, Cooney. Go home, I couldn't walk, chew. But with the guys I was fighting, my own guys, I was doing well.
Did you say chew?
I'm not kidding. It's
Well,
not
there
a
was
joke.
you know, that's funny because when Hagler fought, I think it was Sugar Ray,
Yeah.
they had a commercial on him, for Campbell's.
Yeah.
And he's eating, he goes, I wonder what the other guy's eating. And then he goes,
Never
"Probably
saw
soup."
that.
It was funny, but
It's true.
they had to film it with both of them because they didn't know who was going to win.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
It's funny,
Yeah.
you say chew.
So
It
then
hurts.
so you found out after all that time,
And
and you
yeah,
contacted him?
yes, I did. I mean, I went back. I worked on so many, about 47 or 50 films, different films, independent films throughout. And I had thought about him over the years, but I really I woke up with this really profound dream.
It was meant to be,
Yeah.
right? I would say something
It really
like that's
was.
meant to be. Well, we're going to get into that more. We're going to have to
Okay.
take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
You guys stay put because we're going to see a clip from the movie as well, and we're going to hear Alice and the Mad Hatters perform a song from that same film.
And we're coming
So-
back with Michelle.
That's right. So you guys stick around.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, She has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have 2 practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. For
I know. I'm making a pledge that I'm going to not swivel. It's so hard, but
I'm
I'm
making
gonna
a
really
pledge that
try.
I'm gonna
If I
swivel.
do it, just somebody like make eyes at
Plant
me.
your
so I-
heel.
It's just too much fun, you know. Anyway, getting
Everybody's
back
at
to
home going,
it. Sorry.
you're hypnotized.
But getting back to it, so the film, actually, it sounds like it's a collaboration of so many different ideas, and it just sounds, there's also some mob-related stuff. Now, part
People
of
get whacked. People, let's put it this
People,
way.
have, you gotta
get
go,
whacked.
you gotta go. You know?
So,
Gotta go. I
you
love it.
described the movie to me before when we were speaking about it as,
Yes.
what did you call it? There was some fiction? Some,
Yeah,
you had
it's
terms.
2 people making a documentary about a man who we're making a documentary about a man and his life. But we have composite characters because throughout his life, we had a lot of mobsters trying to steal fighters from him. We had guys who put a hit out on Holly and Ed because they were helping the feds in an investigation where they would, because Ed was so kind, he was always giving things to people, and guys would come in and take advantage. And she was always looking out for him, but there were a couple of bad guys in there.
But everything's okay now, right,
Everything
Holly?
is okay now. But
The head's gone. I guess the guy's gone. So we got rid of the other
telling the
head.
truth about it. So there are a couple of scenes. JT Carrington, shout out to Tommy over there. He let us shoot a scene, and you'll see a little bit of a clip of it. But
And where is
we
that,
had
JT Carrington's in Huntington?
It's on Elm Street in Huntington, right behind the Paramount. Cletus Selden is a fighter that Ed Gersh decided to be a manager again after many years. We went down to this gym and looked at a bunch of fighters, but we saw this one guy kept getting hit and getting hit hard and then coming back and hitting twice. We said, that's the way you fought. So we began managing him with his son, Kevin Gersh. And now he's 14-0.
Wow.
And
Oh,
they
wow,
call him
that's
Cletus, the Hebrew Hammer Selden. So we've been, he's been, showing his career throughout the fight. While Ed is there, Ed was slipping, he was away, he was almost gone, and then he had this comeback, and we got him in, we brought him over to the fight, and he was in this wheelchair, and you can't make this stuff up. Cletus is coming out, and I said, Ed, can you do it? And he stood up out of the wheelchair, and Cletus came over to me, hugged him, and I'm just there with the camera,
Wow.
Amazing.
This stuff, and now you watch this. It's a very powerful, profound thing that actually happened.
Yeah.
And then we had the 10 count for Ed. The other day you could hear
Pin
so
drop, huh?
You can, and it was very, very beautiful.
Wow.
And Cletus just did that, and so all these things are real. And some of the movie, I would say only 20% of it is fictionalized to support the story, but basically,
Well,
that's
that happens.
telling
I
the story.
mean, to have a good film,
Yeah,
you always have
everything
to have
is-
some of that.
It's just hard to
in it,
explain.
yeah.
People want to know, what do you mean the guy got whacked? Because people,
Right.
And where's
This is what
Cletus from?
Cletus is from, I think he's from Islip originally, but
Oh, he's from Long Island.
Trains from Long Island.
Okay.
Trains at, he trains with Pete Brodsky in Florida, but he comes up here and he fights
Nice.
Joe Gadigan, who's another great trainer.
So let me ask you, when, I know you've been at many indie film festivals.
Yeah.
You've won awards as well, which we
Right.
mentioned, which I'd like you to go into more of that. But just very quickly, when do you expect the film to be released? Will it be released in time for the film festival next year? I mean,
I'm hoping we have 60% of it shot. We have to go back now and recreate. We have to get a young Holly, young Ed. I have to get a guy who can fight, who can act. It's not been easy to find. And we've got to age him from about 25 to 60.
okay, because I know a
So-
great actor-fighter,
Well,
Russ Camarda. I don't know if you know him.
I will take a look.
Oh, hi Russ.
Do we
You
have-
are an amazing
Hey,
actor.
Russ.
You know,
Yeah,
I
Russ.
think so.
Li-
He's
listen,
amazing.
He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
He's a really good fighter.
And he's a fighter. He's
So
Hey,
we
you
will
never know.
put you in touch after this. I mean, if
forward
Russ
to
says
it.
it's okay, I'll reach out to him first.
Yes, we've
But
got to go
he's
back,
amazing.
recreate the 1920s through the 1970s and 80s, and so the cars and the clothes and the locations, it's a cost. We've got to raise about $500,000 to $700,000,
Okay,
which we're
so-
doing through the clips that we've shot already, showing to people.
I got to
Well, I
raise
hope
that
to
much
be.
too. My wife has a shoe fetish.
But anyway, so reaching out to
Yeah.
everybody out there who may be watching this in 72 countries, we're going to show a clip of the film in a moment, but he's shopping around, so
Shopping
might
around.
be a good little investment. You better shop around. But we have sitting next to you Michelle Plunkett, who has some input in this film, along with her bandmates.
Absolutely.
How did you guys hook up? Where
I
did
went
the
into a
connection
place
come
in
from?
Oyster Bay. What's the name?
The
of it?
Homestead.
The Homestead in Oyster Bay. I used to go in there and sing with a couple of bands. I went in there one night. I heard this music from outside, and I sat and I watched this woman who's a force with which to be reckoned, just walking through the crowd. And I asked her if they had any original music, and they played me the song called Killer. And I immediately thought of the scene where the guy gets whacked with a perfect scene. And I said, I'd love to use you guys in a movie. And they're like, yeah, sure you would. I said, no, really, we're shooting. They were like, yeah, right.
line and
Yeah, they were like, yeah, buddy, yeah, go with
That
this
would be my
guy.
first
Have
thing.
another drink. They were like, I said, no, really, we're shooting this film.
It's got to be rough.
We're
when you
gonna
go
do,
to
of
somebody
course.
just like,
It
you
happens
see
a lot.
something you want. That's what
Yeah.
you fits.
That is
in your
what
mind.
that's Tommy.
And it's the
Yeah.
same thing that they're waiting to hear. Yeah,
yeah,
should
we're
I
gonna
take off my
use-
clothes now?
So it was really like
I never
divine
offered
intervention.
that.
It was divine, and I told them that we would do it, and within a matter of, it was months, maybe it was a year.
It was a year later.
We were shooting, we were in there, and they were so amazing. We took them into a studio and recorded the song, and I said, you guys can sync to it because nobody's ever good live. I started hearing them practice. They're so amazing. Threw the tape out that we made, and we recorded them live. Everything that you hear in this live.
How-
This band is so talented, so
I
amazing.
hope I can live
I
up
gotta
to
give-
that at the end of
No,
the
you
show.
are, you know,
We heard you. We heard the rehearsal, so
Yeah.
we know what he's talking about.
How crazy is it that it just so happened he asked you if you have an original and it happened to be titled Killer?
It didn't actually happen like that,
nuts.
Janet.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, can I clear that up?
Oh, there's always some fiction.
Like
I was
Yeah,
singing
that was
Cashmere. I was singing Cashmere when Tommy came in.
Okay.
And it was the last song of the night. That's when he walked in, the last song of the night. And he goes, encore, 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 encore. So I turned around to my sound engineer and I said, what do you think? What would you do? White Rabbit? Somebody Love? He goes, do your original. So we did Killer. And then
that's right. I hadn't
yeah.
asked them if they. I said, "Where did that song come from?" And they said it was an original. That's exactly.
Yeah,
right.
and then he
Right.
goes,
Thank
he goes, I hear that, and I hear it. I have a scene. I want to put that in.
Was meant to be.
And he gave me his card, And then we contacted each other, and
Yeah.
since then we've been friends,
it
and he's
works.
such
See
a great guy.
How things work sometimes.
And
things
Holly,
just
she's such a great lady.
work
and,
for a reason. Well, can you lead us in before we ask Janine to play the clip? Do you want to give us a lead in to what we're going to watch, or should we just roll the clip?
There's this guy who's been coming around trying to steal Cletus Selden. He tells him, "Listen, I'm not asking you. I'm going to take you because there are people as he's getting bigger coming around." So at one point he goes up to the West Hills Day Camp, which Ed founded and now his son runs, and he tells him, you've got a day, and this is the night he goes into J.T. Carrington's. We know that someone's coming after him. We don't know who it is. In the end, it's a complete twist. No one will see what's coming. But this is the part where he comes out of the Paramount from the boxing. He comes out in the back. You'll hear Sinatra, and these guys are about to play. So that's what it is. You'll get it. This is Eddie Lynch, an amazing actor, very dear friend of mine. Came down and did it for us. He's been in 40 movies.
The thing about this is, that really happens. These guys steal fighters like it's no tomorrow.
Every day.
Everybody wants that.
He's only
payday
playing
fighter,
somebody who's
that's
actually
why.
doing this, and yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it's a tough business. It's something that I always tried to get Ed out of, and he just loved it.
When you have a love
and
for it.
it's a dirty business in many
Dirty
ways. And I always used to say, there are two honest people in boxing. Ed Gersh is one of them, and I haven't met the other one yet. And so this is truly part of what we went through over the years.
Well, it's amazing to know. We're going to go to the clip in a minute, but it's like politics. Is there anybody clean in politics? I don't know, but there was somebody clean in boxing, and that was Ed Gersh, and that's
the
okay.
truth.
We're going to go to the clip now. Janine, if you wouldn't mind to play the clip for this wonderful film that I can't wait. So let's.
And the band and myself. And I think you'll recognize this if you're over 20 years old. If you're not, you should be. If you can, you're not allowed in a bar until you... I'm not the guy who cared about love, and I'm not the guy who cared about fortunes and such. Never cared much. Oh, look at me now. I never knew the technique of kissing. I never knew the thrill I could get from your touch. Never knew much. Oh, look at me now. I'm a new man, better than Casanova at his best. Oh, that serial is murder. With a new heart and a brand new start. I'm so proud I'm busting my vest. So I'm the guy who turned out a lover. Yes, I'm the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things. Oh, look at me now. I'm not the guy who cared about love, and I'm not the guy who cared about fortune and such. I never cared much. Oh, look at me now. And I never knew the technique of kissing. I never knew the thrill I could get from your touch. I never knew much. Oh, look at me now. I'm a new man, better than Casanova at his very best. With a new heart and a brand new start. I'm so proud I'm busting my vest. So I'm the guy who turned out a lover. Yes, I'm the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things. Oh, look at me now. Look at me now.
What's that?
So we're back?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
We're back.
I thought, you do have a clip of the band too, right?
Yeah, it comes on right after that, so I'm not quite sure. But
Okay,
yeah.
well, we're
No,
gonna.
I know what it was. It faded to black twice, you have to tell them. So you can fade it back up and show the clip in a little bit if they like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Janine, when you're ready to show the other clip, just let me know. But we're gonna,
Yeah, we'll do
you
it
can
now.
roll, if you can roll
Let's
it
do
now, yeah.
Just start it again.
Michelle's amazing. I can't wait for everybody to hear how good the band is.
Oh, maybe we won't show now. What's going on?
Technical difficulties.
It's live.
It's just live television.
Oh, we're doing a commercial and then
Oh,
coming
okay.
back to it.
Okay, so we're gonna run to a commercial. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. 2 and 2.
Yeah, she.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Professional motorcycle transport and towing? Think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. For
Okay, we were told it was so nice, we're gonna watch it twice.
And on that, you missed your cue.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've been told I'm not swiveling. Stop swiveling. I'm working so hard tonight. I got to watch you too. It's
You missed
just
this
tough.
cue.
We had some, just a little blurb in the engineer room, so we're going to do it all over. We're going to show that clip again because there's more we want to see, and that's Michelle Punkett and her awesome band, Alice and the Mad Hatter. So
Here it comes.
And the band and myself. And I think you recognize this if you're over 20 years old. If you're not, you should be. If you can, you're not allowed in a bar until you...
I'm not the guy who cared about love, and I'm not the guy who cared about fortunes and such. Never cared much. Oh, look at me now. I never knew the technique of kissing. I never knew the thrill I could get from the touch. Never knew much. Oh, look at me now. I'm a new man, better than Casanova at his best. Oh, that serial is murder. With a new heart and a brand new start. I'm so proud I'm busting my vest. So I'm the guy who turned out a lover. Yes, I'm the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things. Oh, look at me now. I'm not the guy who cared about love, and I'm not the guy who cared about fortune and such. I never cared much. Oh, look at me now. And I never knew the technique of kissing. I never knew the thrill I could get from your touch. I never knew much. Oh, look at me now. Perfect. I'm a new man, better than Casanova at his very best. With a new heart and a brand new start. I'm so proud I'm busting my vest. So I'm the guy who turned out a lover. Yes, I'm the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things. Oh, look at me now. Look at me now.
Thanks for staying. Come down the rabbit hole with us. Ready, boys? When the truth is found to be lies, all the story within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. In the garden house, the road and you say you're mine to mine. It's so good. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Your eyes have seen your eyes, they look like tears. Yeah, but in your head, baby, I'm afraid you don't know where it is. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody?
Wait, don't walk. Okay. So that was a clip. You guys. That's
live, that's live.
That's live. So you guys sound amazing. I guess we're going to take a
were
quick
amazing.
commercial break to set the band up because we're loving if you guys get up
Yes.
and play some music for us. Okay.
Sure. I
Would
think
you
we're
do
going to
us
leave
the
out
honor?
somebody to love.
Stay.
Stick around.
Stay.
Short break.
Oh, I was
We're going to
jumping
come
up
back
there.
to Alice and the Mad Hatters.
Okay.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC. The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
And we're back, and I have to move quick because we have very little time. I want to reintroduce Michelle Plunkett, and she's going to introduce the band, and you're going to play some tunes. You guys go.
Thank you, Janet. We have Bill on drums. We have Matt on rhythm guitar. We have Billy on lead. And we have Frank on bass. And we're going to go into Killer. This is a song that's going to be in the film.
he's a killer. They want to make him mine. 'Cause he's a killer. They want to spend my time with him. A thirst inside my soul. I know there's not much time to fill this empty space. I've got to redesign. 'Cause he's a killer. They want to make him mine. 'Cause he's a killer. And I want to spend my time with him. I stood upon the shore. My reflection standing there. The chains surround my heart. Please tell me that you care. 'Cause he's a killer. And I want to make him mine. 'Cause he's a killer. And I want to spend my time. 'Cause he's a killer. And I want to make him mine. 'Cause he's a killer. And I want to spend my time with him. Thank you. I think we only have time for one more, right, Janet? Yeah, I think we're going to change it up a little. We heard somebody love on the video that Tommy put out on the clip, so I think we're going to give you a little Nancy Sinatra. Ready, guys? You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess. You keep messing where you shouldn't be messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing. You keep losing when you ought to not bet. And you keep saying when you ought to be a-changing. But what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. 'Cause these boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah, you, Tommy. You keep playing where you shouldn't be a playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. What he knows, you ain't got time to learn. 'Cause these boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Right, Billy? Are you ready, Bill? Start walking. Thank you. That was Boots. I just want to say that we're playing on Halloween, Friday, October 31st, at a Pint of Plain on Forest Avenue in Locust Valley. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a costume party and a singing contest, and you'll hear great music. And come on down. It starts at 8:30 if you can.
I just want to say, we're gonna have you guys, that was fabulous, I love it. We're gonna have you guys take out the show, but I want to say something real quick. I want to thank Tommy Clohes, you're amazing.
Happy to be here, thank you.
And also Holly Gersh, thank you for coming on. We're gonna have you guys back again, because this just wasn't enough time, as well as you guys separately, because just too much to talk about, too much time. You guys were awesome, I want to thank you again. Thank you for tuning in to the Madhouse Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour. We'll see you next Monday. Thanks, guys. I don't know, can they have time? Yeah. They're done, okay.